Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to week 16 of the DC Sports Digest. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started. So I actually have a decent bit of news for the Nationals. We signed Joey Gallo, who has not done as well the last couple seasons, but maybe he could get back to form. Like, he used to be like a really good player. I think he's left-handed power bat, so hopefully that will work out, but if not, I don't think it's too big of a deal. And then uniforms. We got these new uniforms down the bottom left right here. I found a picture online. And they're just okay. I don't really know what to think of them. I think everyone's pretty mixed on them. And unfortunately, which is I'm really upset about, is after this season we were getting rid of the Cherry Blossom uniforms. I really like those uniforms. They're really cool. Some of the best in the league, and it is really stupid and sad that we're getting rid of them. I have a sweatshirt and a shirt with those with the Cherry Blossom uniform stuff, the City Connect. Yeah, it's really sad they're getting rid of them, but they got one more season in the limelight. So yeah, on to the Wizards. Only won one game today against the Pistons. But the big news is that Wes Unseld Jr. was moved from head coach to front office role. Obviously, 736. It didn't really have a good supporting cast, but just has kind of just made some questionable decisions. If a player is a hot hand, he was sitting them and stuff. So I think it's a decent move, I guess. And then one of our assistants, Brian Keefe, is now promoted to head coach, and I guess got his first win against the Pistons. Pretty easy way to start, even though we have lost the Pistons before, but pretty easy way to start as an interim head coach. So we'll see how he does the rest of the season against tougher competition, and see if what we do with him. If we keep him, we go for another coach. I probably would think we go for another coach, but who knows? Maybe he'll actually do good. But I don't have many expectations, so I would hope to be happily surprised at the end of the season. And coming up next week, we have the Spurs, Clippers, and Heat. I only see us be in the Spurs, but we will see what happens. On to the Capitals, who have not really been playing well. Lost the Blues, Wild, Avalanche, and Stars, but they did get a point playing the Stars. They played them today. They played them earlier today. They were able to come back and get a point for the overtime loss. So yeah, whether there's inconsistency or starting the tough schedule, they just have not been doing good. I don't know exactly where they are. My guess is they're sixth in the division, so they're still probably a few points away. The problem is the schedule is not getting any easier. The Canadians, the Panthers, and then I think top of the Atlantic Bruins coming up. Our first matchup against the Boston Bruins. That's going to be a tough matchup, and we'll see what happens next week with that. Finally, Commanders. Not too much for them, but the head coaching cycle is almost complete. We went from 8 jobs to now only 2 jobs, us and the Seahawks. And some of our probably biggest competitors got head coaches. The Panthers got Dave Canales, who, they wanted Ben Johnson, but let's be realistic, he was not going to the Panthers. And the Falcons, he might have gone to, but they got Raheem Morris, who is another one of our candidates. So yeah. So the Seahawks, they're either gonna probably they want to get linked to Dan Quinn or maybe Mike McDonald if they don't want Dan Quinn. I think they're also interviewing Ben Johnson, but I really think he's pretty much a lock for us. Obviously, he plays tomorrow in the AFC Championship game. I am rooting for the Lions, and also the Ravens. Because that's who everyone's rooting for, pretty much. So yeah, it's just a waiting game, and hopefully by mid-February or so, as long as the Lions win, he will be our new head coach. And then I'm sure behind the scenes they're already starting to figure out their coaching staff and evaluating players. And yeah, before we know it, the draft is going to happen. It's still 3 months away, but it's going to be exciting. Yeah, I really just kind of thinking about. I showed, if you guys check my community page, I linked a video with from Rio Robinson and this ESPN analyst Matt Miller. They went in depth about talking about the QBs. So I definitely recommend that giving a watch. Go check out my community post about it. Yeah, they talk about it. Obviously, Caleb's the number one. I don't think we're getting him. And I think out of Jaden Daniels or Drake May, I'm almost leaning toward Jaden Daniels now. I think Drake May is more of like a raw prospect. Like he probably would be someone you might want to have sit under another QB for a couple years, and we don't really have that luxury. I mean, we could, but like we also could just get Jaden Daniels and have a really solid player at number 2. So that's what I think we'll probably do, but we'll see what happens. And that's all the news I have. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry, it's kind of short, but there was also a lot of interesting news still, I think. And yeah, hope you enjoyed and see you next one. Bye.